Well, folks, got some great finds to show you. Just some antique shopping that I did, and I picked up some really cool stuff, so I wanted to share that with you guys. The first thing I've got here is this is a Western knife, and everybody knows that Western is one of my favorite brands. They're absolutely beautiful. And this is a Western W36, and this was made from 91 to 2007 by Camillus. The Western Company has a long history. They were made by Coleman. They were owned by Coleman, but they've been around since the 1800s. They are fantastic knives. The fit and finish is just beautiful. This one doesn't have a full tang. It's more of a hunting knife. It's not like a survival type knife, which is pretty popular. So you wouldn't be wanting to baton with this thing, but it's built really well. So you wouldn't have any issues with this thing serving you in a woodsman role. Just beautiful though. The way they make their knives are just really classic designs, and you know, being from the 90s and made by Camillus, this is a very, very well made knife. Very sharp and gorgeous. Comes with a really beautiful sheath. The next knife that I picked up is a Hammer brand, and this knife is old. These knives were made from 1880 to 1931, and this one comes with a beautiful little case here. It's got a little crack on it, but this is the real shell. I mean, this is the real stuff. When you grab it, you can instantly feel the coolness of the shell, and that's because the pearl absorbs. It doesn't. I don't really know the science behind it, but the easiest way to tell if a knife is actually a pearl handle knife is the coolness that it produces. So, or the heat that it doesn't absorb. Really cool knife. I'll open it up. Walk and talk is not the best, but just with the really cool tang stamp, and I don't know if you guys can see this. I'll see if I can bring it in. The tang stamp on this is really sweet. And then on the other one, and you just see the really nice shell that it has. You know, due to the age of a knife like this, I generally stick to knives that are in really good condition, but something like this has so much history to it, and it's just really cool and really beautiful. And then here's a non-knife related thing. It says brass number 5 right there. Has someone's initials on it, KMJ. And this is a working thing. You just fill it up like you normally would, right? It actually sparks. Everything's replaceable. Just beautiful. And that would really give you a nice flame. This would be more or less for a non-smoker, someone that just would want to have a nice small compact package that would actually produce a nice flame to it. Really beautiful. I saved the coolest for last. This is really cool. This is made by Joseph Feast in Solingen. It's basically German. And it's a utensil kit. And check this out. Really cool package. Opens up really nicely. Opens up. You have your utensils here. And this is made out of some really nice wood. It's really thick and heavy filling. Has no markings on the blades. It's actually really sharp. And the going price for something like this is around the $30 mark. For that price, this is really cool. I am going to keep this, and I tell you what, how cool is this to whip this out at a campsite and actually have something to eat with that is just really, really cool. Just really awesome. And the walk and talk of these is really nice. I mean, it really snaps into place really nicely. And everything just snaps, I mean, sticks right on in there really nicely. And you have yourself a nice little kit. Pretty cool. I just want to share that with you. I do this every week, and I go antique shopping and pick up some really cool things, and they're great conversation pieces. My last video was of a knife talk with a buddy of mine. You know, this is what it's all about, is doing the research on these really cool things and just understanding the history behind it. It tells you a lot about our economy. It tells you a lot about our country. We like these German, well, this isn't German, but this is like these German products. This was like the China at the time, and a lot of these German knives and German products, the build quality is just outstanding for what you get for the price. And that's because, you know, they had a lot of competition. It's just like the USA made knives pull a premium price, vice the Chinese knives of today. Same thing back then. The Germans were really coming in, building a lot of stuff for us, and it was really impacting the US manufacturing department. So if you can obtain a USA made knife or a USA made product from the 1800s and the early 1900s, you have yourself a really nice historical piece that has a lot of history to it. And to survive back then, you really had to make a really great product. Or people just didn't buy it. They just went to the German-made products, which tended to be a little bit less expensive. They're built just as well, if not better in some cases. But the U.S. market was more or less more of a premium market, and it was more expensive to obtain something like that back then. So take care, and thank you to my subscribers. Please hit that subscribe button. I got some t-shirts for sale. Small is sold out. I guess I'm popular with kids. Great. Summer's coming up. They're $25, and I ship them straight out to you. I got a lot of extra large and a few large left. So 25 bucks, I ship it to you, and you guys got yourself a t-shirt. So, and it's a nice made t-shirt also. It's got my logo on it, which helps me out. So take care, and y'all take care and take easy. Boy, I'm like tripping over my words here today.